KX 93.5. New now. This is new music.
Yes, at TNet Radio and KX 93.5. Happiness is life in the key of ska. And that's a fine little tune called Find Your Sound by Hooray for our side. We have the guys in studio with us. And guys, once again, thank you so much for coming down today. I really appreciate you guys making time on a Sunday to be here.
Thanks for having us.
So, first question that I have for you is this one that I like to tell certain stories. And this one goes back many years, and Evan is familiar with it because it was right after a Mighty Mighty Boston show many years ago. And it was at the House of Blues, Anaheim. Mm-hmm. And I was with my friend Benny. Benny was one of our photographers. And we're sitting down at Denny's, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And there was a young lady sitting right across from us that was very loud and obnoxious. And there was these other guys, and you guys were all talking about ska music. So I went over and started talking to them, and it was Caton, and it was Evan, and Jamie Nicole Rocha.
Yep. I remember that being very
And this was before you guys actually formed a band, and you've come a very, very long way since then.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to ask is tell us a little bit about the band and how, in its current form, how it came together.
Oh.
You know, I would love to have some input here. That being said, I don't, because I'm one of the newer ones. As far as I'm concerned, though, the band has been kind of playing Pokemon, if you will. You know, trying to catch them all. And we're like, well, we don't really have good like water Pokemon. Let's get
Yeah. Well, I remember when you had us on like 3 years ago. The band was a lot smaller back then. We added a horn section, got a bunch of new people. There's a lot of different ways we found them: Craigslist, mutual friends, hawking for money on the street. I don't know.
Yeah, that was probably our best pickup.
We found you. You had your jeans hiked up, standing on the street corner.
Well, it was more of a fashion statement. You know, I was trying to get the attention so that would art
well, it
would
worked.
present itself.
It worked very well.
Well, you guys have a nice little fashion sense on stage. You guys all wear very nice little Beatles suits. So,
oh yeah, we
kind of sort of cross between the Beatles and the Hives.
I'll take that compliment.
Yeah.
We try and keep it classy.
Yeah.
So you guys do a lot of gigs around here locally, and you guys are starting to play with a lot of big bands. Anyone in particular that you guys shared the stage with where you go, wow, I can't believe that I'm on the stage with filling the
We've actually had a couple of those. I mean, the first one we had like that I really thought was awesome was a couple of years ago. We played with the Mad Caddies from NorCal, and they're just a fantastic band, and their new album was like super inspiring to us in writing this new one.
We all dig pretty deep on the Caddies, and it was really cool just to kind of see them in person and like, wow, those are real guys.
Oh yeah,
that made that happen.
And then just this past day before New Year's, we actually did our CD release show at the Ska Luau at House of Blues Anaheim.
Yeah, I was
you
there.
remember very vividly.
I was there. Yeah, I introduced the band or two.
Yeah, and we did that with Starpool and Suburban Legends and our friends Karate in the Garage, and that was a awesome show.
Let me ask you this, since you guys are on stage, do you guys ever have anything thrown at you and get hit? Because I've seen that happen to a few guys, and I had that first experience not too long ago. Someone threw a PBR at me and got me.
Oh, wow.
Well, first off, at least it was PBR.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to get beer thrown at you, if it's good beer, then it's a little better.
Yeah.
She's the person for throwing it at
Well,
you.
yeah, what a waste. But yeah, actually, I have in a previous band, I had a guy throw a tall 16-ounce glass.
Oh my God! What state was that in?
With water. It was in California.
Oh,
actually,
geez.
it was in.
I was even on tour.
So where
in
was
Costa
I?
Mesa. It was some.
You were the one throwing it.
Right. Yeah, the plot thickens.
Oh.
Yeah, it was some tiki bar in Costa Mesa, and we had just started our set, and 3 people were really into it, and 20 people were back in the bar not into it. And some guy just comes out and screams, words I can't say on the air, and hucks this 16-ounce glass. And I swear I had one of those Spider-Man moments where everything slowed down, and I just see it coming right for my face.
Oh, I can avoid that, and next thing you know, boom!
And I did. I ducked. Little did I know that it was actually going right for the drummer.
Oh.
And he couldn't see it because it was blocked by me. So, yeah, he caught that right in the chest.
Oh, my.
And, the guy got kicked out, and we kind of looked startled for a minute and then played one of the best sets we ever did. So I call it a win.
There you go. Seems to always happen that way. So, guys, let me ask you this. For those of you just tuning in, we're talking to a local band from Orange County, Hooray for Our Side. So this is a double-edged question here. First, where does Hooray for Our Side consider home? Because you guys are Orange County-based, but where do you guys say that you're from? And then, two, tell us about, one, the new record, but I want to talk about financing for the new record because so many bands are trying to do what you guys are doing. But let's, where do you guys call home?
I've lived in Orange County my entire life, but we have members from all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, me and Keith grew up in Long Beach.
Yeah, we're both from Long Beach, born and raised.
From the LBC.
So to us, Orange County is like a little bit of a dirty word, but
What?
But, you know,
You're just on the edge there.
We're in the middle ground. We kind of don't.
You're in the
claim
sphere of
territory.
Now, you
influence.
grew up
Right,
in Laguna, though, didn't you?
oh no.
Who
me and
grew up
Keith
in
were both
Laguna?
born and
Somebody did.
raised.
One of you guys did.
I don't think any of us have lived in Laguna.
No, oh, your dad's from Laguna.
Oh, he's actually from Orange, but he works here in
Oh,
town. Yeah,
well, there you go.
So he works for the city.
And you live in Fullerton.
Right now I'm in Fullerton.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And Caton is from Hacienda Heights. I
Yeah.
think.
So he's just
okay.
on the other side. So everybody's kind of within that sphere of influence.
Wow.
But it all started here, and most of our biggest gigs have all been here.
Yeah.
And
Well, and honestly, we spend most of our time in Corey's garage, the other trombone player. You know,
Yeah.
So and that's in Pomona. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's
we're-
he's actually from Orange County too. So
There you
we're
go.
all over the place.
I
man.
guess you can call us a traveling band.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Hey,
So,
We're
guys,
nomadic.
We work out our
You're
own
nomads,
schedules and
right?
transportation to figure out.
Yeah.
what's best
Hooray
for
for Our Side, a.k.a. the Nomads.
Yeah.
There you go. So, guys, tell us about the new album, the title, but tell us about how many people worked on it, because we know that you guys had a lot of contributors, but tell us first about the name of the album and how you guys even got the financing for this, because this is always interesting to me, because back in the day, if you weren't on a label, you ain't ever going to get your sound out, but you
Right.
guys made it happen. So tell us a little bit about that.
well, let me first say this: God bless the internet, because none of this would have happened without the ability to just put the feelers out there and ask a whole lot of people for money.
Truly, and thank you for everybody who has supported us to this point.
No,
Jeremiah.
The appreciation is great. Yeah, Jeremiah Jones, you are a great man if you're listening. So thank you.
You're a great man if you're not listening.
You're a
too.
great man if you're not listening
There you go.
also. But if you can hear this, we just want you to know.
There
We
you go.
appreciate
So
everything.
did you guys do a Kickstarter program?
Indiegogo.
Oh,
so
okay.
Kind of the same thing. But yeah, that gentleman we just mentioned, he was the biggest contributor. He had us come and play a big party at his house, and but I mean, that was awesome. We played with Chris Murray, which is
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see Chris around.
Yeah, dude, phenomenal.
Did you guys have any of the guys from Suburban Legends help you out?
Yeah, actually, just like with our first EP that we put out a couple years ago, Vince Walker, lead singer,
Stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy, that's right. He stands up. Sometimes he sits down.
I've seen it.
He actually worked as a producer on this album, and we actually went down to Suburban Legends Space and cut 12 brand new tracks and gave it up to our friend Tristan up in L.A. and had everything mixed and mastered, and here we are. So the new album's called Overture, and like we mentioned before, you can grab it on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, but the best place to get it is from our website, hooraymusic.com. That's Hooray music.com.
There you go. You guys are just about everywhere on the interwebs.
Pretty much.
There you go. So, guys, we're almost out of time here, but real quick, if the kids want to find out everything there is to know about Hooray for Our Side, especially your gigs, tell us, do you guys have any upcoming shows?
We're actually working on some. I think the next one we have right now is in March. Is going to be in Anaheim.
Yeah,
but
we have a couple dates in the works for March and February.
So, there you
They'll
go.
be coming up soon.
Yeah, we're working on some new material already. It's like putting out the new album. It's like, all right, let's write some new tunes. So
Trying
hopefully
to
we'll.
stay on top of everything.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone check your Facebooks.
Yeah. Yeah. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place.
there you go. So, last question. I get this a lot, especially with ska groups. Everyone that I talk to that is not in the sphere of, knowing everything about ska, people that know little about it, always ask, what exactly is it? And I try to explain, well, there's different forms of it. It's evolved over the years from second wave, third wave, whatever, fourth wave, however you want, the fifth wave, whatever you want to call it. But when people think ska, they think like groups like Madness. Oh, that's ska. Well, that's like, old school ska and specials. If you guys were going to describe your music to someone that is listening to the first time, tell them what that sound is like, and two, what do they expect to see at a Hooray for Our Side show?
To me, like you were saying, ska is almost a universal term. You take rock with horns and you can call it ska. I like to think of us as influenced by ska. Instead of trying to be a ska band, we're looking for our own sound, pun intended. And we all happen to like ska a lot, and I personally am a horn player, so I would really like to have horns in the band.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the new album, we kind of took, because our first EP was very, very ska punk, and we kind of took that, and it's just kind of a natural evolution of things. There's a bunch of tracks that all the ska punk kids are gonna like, and then we also took influence from a lot of soul and like classic rock stuff too that we put in there. So 12 new tracks, really just lots of different influences all over the place. So I think there's something for everybody on there.
Sounds good. So Evan, do me a favor, introduce the next song. But before you do that, one last time, where's the website the kids can check you guys out?
You can find our website and our music on hooraymusic.com, HOORAY music.com, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. We're Hooray for Our Side.
Cool.
So this last song we're gonna take you out on is Little Windows.